Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman with the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. And we've got a ball game this afternoon. It is the Los Angeles Dodgers at the Houston Astros. First of a two, September 10 in our 1969 replay. I'm going to make some coffee, and then I'll be back with the starting lineups. Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman, Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. We have Don Sutton for the Dodgers and left-hander Denny LeMaster for the Astros. Let's look at our opening lineups. For the Dodgers, leading off Maury Wills at short. Manny Mota batting second and left. Willie Davis batting third in center field. Wes Parker, cleanup hitter, batting first. Andy Costco batting fifth in right field. Bill Sudakis batting sixth at third. Ted Sizemore batting seventh at second base. Jeff Torborg catching, batting eighth. And the pitcher, Batting ninth, right-hander with 8 wins. He's had a tough season. Don Sutton. For the Houston Astros. Leading off at second, Joe Morgan. Batting second in left, Jesus Alou. Batting third in center, Jimmy Wynn. The cleanup hitter in right field, Norm Miller. Batting fifth at first base, Kurt Blefary. Batting sixth at third is Doug Rader. Batting seventh at short, Dennis Menke. Batting eighth and catching, Johnny Edwards. And the pitcher, batting ninth, left-hander, also with 8 wins, Denny LeMaster. And in just a couple minutes, the Dodgers are expected to take the field. And the Houston Astros take the field. We are in the Astrodome. Jeffrey Guterman's in Studio B here for the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. LeMaster warming. Catching him is Johnny Edwards in the infield. It's Blefary at first, Morgan at second, Rader at third, Menke at short. In the outfield, left to right, it's Jesus Alou, Jimmy Wynn, and Norm Miller. And leading it off here for the Dodgers is Maury Wills. Switch hitter batting right against LeMaster. Okay, LeMaster is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Wills. That's 1-5 left-handed, and he walked him. So Wills is on. He is an A. Went to 12 with Edwards. Astros third place, 12.5 behind Atlanta. Dodgers are in fourth place, 18 behind. I should say they're in fifth. I'm sorry, yeah, fifth place. Cincinnati is in fourth. 17 behind. LA has a shot here at gaining a half ground on Cincinnati. Astros have won 6 in a row. Dodgers have lost 4 in a row. Here's LeMaster now. And the pitch to Mota. 5-8, right-handed, grounds to second X. That's for Morgan, 323. G2, 10, 11, 23. Oh, he boots it. Morgan with a one base error. It's a G2E1. And Wills will go to second on that. So it's first and second with nobody out. And here's Willie Davis. From the stretch, LeMaster. And the pitch to Davis. 4-3, left-handed, fly ball right X. And I see Kathy Harden is here, and she's for the Dodgers. That's going to be for Miller, 4-5. Great to have Kathy Harden here. 4-5-6-4. It's an S2 E5. 5-10-15. It's going to be an S2 base hit. It's going to be a single. That's going to bring Wills home. And Mota goes to third. Dodgers off to an early 1-0 lead here in the top of the first. Just underway at the Astrodome. First and third, still nobody out. Now here's Wesley Parker. Davis being held 1-12. Jimmy Jam has arrived. Coffee brewing. Infield is back. Here's Parker's switch hitter. Batting right-handed, LeMaster on the pitch. 4-4, right-handed. That'll be a infield ballpark in Houston. Right-handed on a 16. And it is a base hit. Mota comes in, and Davis goes to second. That's the second run. 2-0 now, first and second. Still nobody out. Pretty Boy Parker on first, and Davis on second. Costco. Andy Costco is the batter. And that coffee's ready. Oh, goodness. Indeed. Okay, LeMaster having trouble here in the first. Houston won this game 8-1 in real world. Here's LeMaster now. The pitch to Costco. That's 6-9, right-handed, struck him out. So finally an out. There'll be a question in the top of the second from Kathy Harden. So wait for it, please. A trivia question from Kathy Harden after this inning. First and second, one down. It's the batter is Bill Sudakis, outside for a ball from LeMaster. Switch hitter batting right. Rhodes Scholar for the Stros. Here's LeMaster. And the pitch to Sudakis. That is 4-11, right-handed, ballpark. Again, it's Houston, right-handed hitter. That's a slick infield. And that will be a base hit to load the bases. Third hit of the inning, along with a walk and an error by second baseman Joe Morgan. Bases full, 1 out, and here's Ted Sizemore. Here's LeMaster, and the pitch to Sizemore. That is a 3-8 left-handed. There's a base hit. 2 runs will score. Davis comes home. Parker comes home. A 2-run single. And it's 4-0. We're still with 1 out here in the top of the first. Tough start here for LeMaster, and there's action already in the Houston bullpen. Bullpen is very well rested. It's Jim Bouton warming up. Jim Bouton warming in the Houston bullpen. Now it's first and third, 1 out. Torborg is the batter. One more run and LeMaster will reach fatigue. It's not that kind. It's just he doesn't have the stuff. And here's Torborg now. The pitch from LeMaster. That's 3-3, left-handed, grounds it to first. That'll score Sudakis, and that's unearned. And that is going to be it for Denny LeMaster. Well, we'll let him hit against Sutton, even though he has fatigue now. He has fatigue. And here's Sutton, the 9th batter of this inning. 5 runs in for the Dodgers. 2 outs with Sizemore on second. Here's LeMaster now. The pitch to Sutton. That's 2-11, and he struck him out. So the side is retired. He has, LeMaster has fatigue, and that means that's irreversible. 5 runs on 4 hits, a walk, an error, and 1 left on. And after a half, it's Dodgers 5, Houston coming up. Here's Sutton. Jim Bouton will be the new pitcher for Houston. Leading it off for the Astros, Joe Morgan. He had that costly error in the first. Okay, Sutton is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Morgan. 5-7, left-handed, and that's a base hit by Morgan. He's a double-A, 1-2-14 being held with Edwards. And Jesus Alou comes to the plate. from the stretch Sutton, and the pitch to Jesus. That's 5-8 right-handed, struck him out. And that's the first for Sutton now. Here's Jimmy Wynn. Outside for a ball to win. Fouled back and out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike on Wynn here, bottom of the first. Morgan singled. He's on first, 1 down. And the pitch to Wynn. That's 6-6. Right-handed, hit well. Into right, going for it is Costco, and he catches up to it for the second out. 2 down here in the bottom of the first. And now Norm Miller is the batter. Oh, that's good coffee. Oh, Lord. Lord, that's good coffee. Somebody help me, please. Oh. Dude. Okay, Miller, left-handed hitter. The pitch from Sutton. 5-9, left-handed, struck him out, and the side is retired. No runs. The single by Morgan to lead off, left on base. 2 strikeouts for Sutton. After 1, it's Dodgers 5, Houston nothing. And there's a new pitcher, right-hander Jim Bouton, acquired from the Pilots. As far as I'm concerned, it's a whole new ball game for Bouton. Down by 5, though. Bouton taking his warm-ups. And we go to the top of the order again for the Dodgers. Maury Wills to lead it off. Switch hitter batting left. Here's Bouton now. And the pitch to Wills. 3-6 right-handed, grounds it to shortstop for Mankey. 1 down. Here's Manny Mota. Mota reached on the error and scored. That should be an unearned run too. I didn't realize that. Mota, right-handed hitter. Here's Bouton. And the pitch. That's 2-6 right-handed. Grounds it to short again for Mankey. 2 outs. And it's Willie Davis up to the plate. Davis singled and scored. It was a 5-run inning for the Dodgers. Here's the pitch from Bouton. That's 5-7 left-handed, and he struck him out. A 1-2-3 for Jim Bouton. And we're in the, oh, Kathy Harden, I forgot your, oh, Kathy Harden, I am so sorry. We bypassed the question. So please accept my apologies. Now I hope she's still able to do it. Wait for it, folks. Wait for it. So sorry, Kathy. I lost my mind. Lost my mind. Wait for it now. Here it is. 2 actors have won Academy Awards for acting posthumously. Peter Finch and this actor for The Dark Knight. Peter Finch, and that was in Network, and I forgot his first name. Heath Ledger, I believe his last name was. I got it. Great question. And what a performance that was by Peter Finch in Network. And it's just an incredible movie. Thank you for the question. We look forward to the next one. And sorry I missed that, Kathy. Jeffrey Guterman back here in Studio B, bottom of the second. It's 5-0 Dodgers. Sutton on the mound, and here's Curt Blefary to lead it off. Michael Caine is still with us, I believe, yeah. He's still with us, yeah. I guess that would make it so that, yeah, it would not apply. Here's Sutton now. The pitch to Blefary. That's 6-4 left-handed catcher X. That's for Torborg 3-2. Nice to know. I mean, life is so cheap, isn't it? In the eyes of some people. I mean, the way you hear about deaths just coming and going. That's going to be Torborg 4-3. He is. That's a possible wild pitch or a dribbler. Oops, that's a re-roll. The whole thing is re-rolled. Whoa. Okay, 8-3 on Torborg. It's going to be a PP. 5, 6, 7, 8. Torborg E2. It's going to be a pure PP. I think that's a pop out. And it is. He pops out to Torborg for the first out of the bottom of the second. And here's Doug Rader. It really is. I mean, it's unbelievable, folks. I was in bed and I was watching a documentary, late morning, early afternoon, half asleep. Then you turn over and just listen to it about executions, Hollywood executions. Or I should say not Hollywood, women. Actually, it was really something. One woman who her execution was stayed by the governor 3 times. Can you imagine that? That's enough to kill you. Okay, Rader, 1 out, nobody on. Heath Ledger, I think his name is. Here's the pitch to Rader. And that's 3-7, right-handed. And it's a base hit by Rader. A 1-out single. And that'll bring up Dennis Mankey. Here's Sutton now. And the pitch. That's 4-5 right-handed. Grounds to short X. Wills 331. Could be 2. 331, 14-3. G2, E31. 6-11, 14. And that is a clean G2 with a runner on first. They're going to, Wills forces Raider at second. It's 2 outs and Menke is on first. And here's Johnny Edwards. It was just horrible. Here's Sutton now. The pitch to Edwards. 3-7 right-handed, fly ball center. This should end the inning. It's Willie Davis under it, and he makes the catch, and that will retire the side. No runs for Houston in the bottom of the second. 1 hit, 1 left. We've gone 2. It's 5-0 Dodgers. I'll be aware of when the next question is, Kathy. Here's Jim Bouton in his second inning of relief. Parker will lead it off. Switch hitter batting left. Okay, Bouton is ready. He retired the Dodgers in order in the second. Here's the pitch to Parker. That's 4-7, left-handed, struck him out. And that's 2 strikeouts in order by Bouton. 1 down here in the top of the third, and Andy Costco is the batter. Costco struck out in the first. And the pitch from Bouton. That's 6-6 right-handed. Fly ball right field for Miller. 2 down for Bill Sudakis. Bouton winds, and the pitch to Sudakis. Switch hitter batting left, 5-6, and he struck him out. Another 1-2-3 for Bouton. Middle of the third, still 5-0. And Bouton would be due up, and he's going to hit. They're going to keep him in the ball game. Bouton is a 1 WR. Astros trail by 5, bottom of the third. Here's Sutton now. The pitch to Bouton. 1 WR, 6-4 right-handed, catcher X. For Torborg, 3-2, we said. 5-3. 6-10-15, 2. It's going to be a pop-up. And Torborg makes the catch, 1 out. And here's Joe Morgan. .59 left-handed, struck him out. That's the third strikeout for Sutton. Next question, top of the fourth. Top of the fourth, we'll look for it. Two outs, nobody on. Jesus Alou is the batter. Jesus struck out by Sutton in the first. Here's the windup and the pitch to Alou. 6-10, right-handed, fly ball center X. Davis, 2-8. Two-8, 5-2, F2, E8, 5-10, 13. And he makes the catch, and the side is retired at 1-2-3 for Sutton. So we've gone 3. We now have the top of the fourth, and we have question 2 from Kathy Harden. Now, please, folks, wait for it. Wait for it, please. He was the only player to lead the National League in home runs 7 years in a row. His first 7 years as a player. Holy cow. National League. God. That's a good guess, Rhodes Scholar. McGuire's a very good guess. Oh, I got it! Woo! And it was a guess. Total guess. McGuire was a good guess there, Rhodes Scholar. I thought, Kiner, it was just a guess, an educated guess, that's all. And so you have it. Those are the questions. I did not know he did that 7 years in a row. He had great power. We've gone 3. It's 5-0 Dodgers. We'll be back to continue this ball game in just a couple minutes. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. This is the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. We're heading to the top of the fourth. It's 5-0 Dodgers. Boughton in his second endurance inning, because he came in relief. But, that's really, what can I say? He can pitch as long as he wants, as long as he's not in fatigue. Here's Sizemore to lead it off. It's 5-0. Again, Boughton came in to start the second inning. after starter Denny LeMaster allowed 5 runs. 2 of them were unearned in the first. Here's Boughton. He's retired the first 6 Dodgers. Here's the pitch to Sizemore that he's faced. 6-8, right-handed, struck him out. Boy, Boughton is on today. Here's Jeff Torborg. Oh. All right, Boughton now. He gets the sign from Edwards. Here's the pitch to Torborg. 2-6 right-handed, taps it back to Boughton. And he throws it to Blefary, 2 away. And Don Sutton is the batter. So Boughton has retired the first 8 Dodgers that he's faced in this game. Sutton struck out in the first by LeMaster to end that 5-run inning. Boughton winds, and the pitch to Sutton. That's 2-6, and he struck him out, and that's 5 for Boughton in 3 innings. And he's retired the first 9 he's faced, and we're heading to the bottom of the 4th. Sutton takes the mound. He's thrown 3 scoreless, allowed 2 hits, struck out 3, no walks. And Jimmy Wynn leads it off. Woo. Here's Sutton now. The wind-up, the pitch to Wynn. That's 1-3 right-handed, and he walked him. A leadoff walk to Wynn. He is a 1-2-12 being held. 1-12 with Torborg. Here's Norm Miller now. Next question, top of the 5th after this half inning. Miller, left-handed hitter. Here's the pitch from Sutton. That's 2-8. And that's hit well by Norman, and it's into the gap for a double. It could score Wynn. It was a 2-8 right-handed double. Wynn rounding third. 1-15. That's to center. 1-14. We'll hold him. Down 5-0. Second and third, nobody out. And here's Kurt Blefary. Okay, from the stretch, Sutton. The pitch to Blefary now. That's 6-12, left-handed, grounds to first X. That's for Parker, 1-8. The infield is back. It's a 3-1. G2, E8, 6-12-13. And that's going to be a clean G2, second and third. And the runners advance. Pretty Boy Parker has to run it back to first base. Wynn scores, and Miller goes to third. It's a 5-1 ball game. Run batted in for Blefary on that. Now it's first and third with 1 out. Whoops. Not first and third. Third. What am I thinking? one out with Miller on third. Here's Doug Rader. Okay, Sutton gets the sign from Torborg. And the pitch to Rader. 410 right-handed, fly ball right. Costco is under it, and it's deep enough for Norman Miller to tag. I was hoping that might happen. And that makes it a 5-2 ball game. 2 runs in here for Houston. In the bottom of the fourth. 2 outs now, nobody on. And here's Dennis Mankey. Oh, that's good coffee. Oh. Mankey reached on a force left on in the second. The pitch from Sutton. That's 3-9 right-handed. Chops it to short for Wills. Over to Parker. And the side is retired. 2 runs on a walk and a double and a sacrifice fly. A ground ball brought home Miller. After 4, it's Los Angeles 5, Houston 2. And please now, wait for it. Wait for it now. In order to make Bugs Bunny seem less of a bully to Elmer Fudd, this blustery little fellow was created to balance out Bugs Bunny. Who is he? He's named after a... I was reading, yeah. Yosemite Sam, indeed. Good question, good answer from Joel Horlin, and Joel gets it. Great question. You made it a little easy there, though, Kathy. A little bit easy. Hello, everybody. Jeffrey Gooderman. I hope your day is going well. And we have a 5-2 ball game. Dodgers scored 5 in the top of the first. 2 of them were unearned. Boughton came in starting in the second, and he's retired 9 in order. And it's going to be the top of the order here in the top of the 5th, with Maury Wills leading it off, switch hitter, batting left against Boughton. All right, Boughton. He gets the sign from Edwards. Here's the pitch to Wills. That's 1-9 right-handed, and that's hit well for a base hit. First hit allowed by Boughton, first base runner for that matter, on a 1-9 right-handed. Right off Wills' card being held. 1-2-12. And the batter is Manny Mota. Mota 0 for 2. Boughton now works from the stretch for the first time in relief. This is his 3rd endurance inning. Here's the pitch to Mota. 2-7 right-handed, grounds it back to Boughton. He forces Wills at second. It's 1 out now. Mota on first. And Willie Davis, the batter. Oh. Oh. Lord. Davis 1 for 2. And the pitch from Boughton. That's 6-7, left-handed, grounds to second X. That's Morgan 323. 323, 17-3. G1, 23. 6-11, 14. And he throws him out with a runner on first. It's a G1. That will be a double play. Morgan stepped on the bag, threw to first for the double, or any way you want to score it. No runs, one hit, and none left. And we're heading to the bottom of the fifth. It's still 5-2. And here's Sutton. Edwards will lead it off. And look at that, Boughton on deck. Here's Sutton. And the pitch to Edwards. 5-7, left-handed. And that is a grounder to first, scooped by Parker. One down. And Boughton comes up again. He gets a hand from the crowd. He's pitched good baseball. Again, he's a 1 WR. Okay, here's Sutton. And the pitch to Boughton. 2-7, and he struck him out. That's the fourth for Sutton today. 2 down, nobody on. And here's Joe Morgan, 1 for 2. Pitch to Morgan. 5-8, left-handed, fly ball center field for Willie Davis. And the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 for Sutton. We've gone 5. It's 5-2 Dodgers. And here's Boughton in his 4th inning of relief. No runs, 1 hit. And struck out 5, no walks. Parker leads it off here, top of the 6th. Here's Boughton. Pitch to Parker. That's 1-5, right-handed, fly ball left field. For Jesus, 1 down. Now Andy Costco. Boughton has been very tough here. Costco 0 for 2. Boughton whines and deals. 5-5, right-handed, struck him out. And that's the 6th for Boughton. 2 down in the top of the 6th, and it's Bill Sudakis coming up. Sudakis 1 for 2. Here's the pitch from Boughton. And that's 2-9, right-handed, struck him out. And that's the 7th for Jim Boughton. Another 1, 2, 3. We're in the middle of the 6th. It's still 5-2. Sutton takes the mound. His first endurance is the 7th. Jesus Alou will lead it off. Jesus Alou, 0 for 2. When we're stretching, it'll be 2 questions. Kathy Harden with 2 questions in the middle of the 7th. And we will take an extended break at that point anyway. Here's Jesus now at the plate. The pitch from Sutton. That's going to be 6-7 right-handed, grounds to second X. Sizemore 318. 318, 10-3. G2 18. 5-6-7. Oh, and he boots it. It's a 2-base error. Oh, an E2 on the 5-6. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. I think I misread that. Sizemore E18. And that was a 5-6-7. I am so sorry. No, it's a plain G2. So he grounds out. I am so sorry. Sorry about that, Astro fans. Here's Jimmy Wynn now. 1 out, nobody on. Wynn flew to right, walked and scored. Here's the pitch to Wynn. That's 4-2 right-handed, grounds it to short, 4 Wills, 2 away. And Norm Miller, the batter. Miller 1 for 2, doubled and scored. Here's the pitch from Sutton. That's 5-6, left-handed, fly ball left field for Manny Mota. And Mota makes the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. So we've gone 6, it's still 5-2. Boughton has pitched 5 innings, no runs, 1 hit, 7 strikeouts. Every inning is an endurance inning, but he's fresh. Sizemore leads it off. Wait for the break for the 7th inning stretch. We'll have questions. Sizemore 1 for 2. Here's Boughton. And the pitch to Sizemore. That is a 2-5. Right-handed base hit to lead it off. That's the 2nd hit allowed by Boughton. Now Jeff Torborg. Three, 4, right-handed, popped it up to short for Mankey. 1 out. And Don Sutton is the batter. Sutton has struck out twice. Boughton and the pitch. That's 3-11. He flies it to center for Wynn. 2 outs. Now Maury Wills. The pitch from Boughton. That's 5-7. Switch hitter batting left, and he struck him out. And that's the 8th strikeout for Boughton. He's pitched 6 scoreless innings, 2 hits and 8 strikeouts, no walks. We're in the 7th inning stretch. Boy, has he pitched well. It's 5-2 Dodgers, and wait for it, everybody. Wait for it. We'll have an extended break. It took until 1973 for the attendance record held by the Beatles for stadium concerts to be broken by this group. A, Pink Floyd, B, Led Zeppelin, C, Allman Brothers. It took until 1973. Rhodes Scholar goes with the Allman Brothers. Could be any of them. Could be any of them. And Joel Horland goes in for the Zeppelin. Joel gets it. Joel gets it again. Great question. I don't know where you get them, Kathy, but they're great. There's going to be a second question coming up. Well, it was a... Oh, shit. It was a good guess. We're just hanging, folks. We're waiting for the second question. And while I do that, I'll be getting ready for some of my medicine. It was in Tampa, 56,800. Folks, we're in the seventh inning stretch here, and we have a second question from Kathy Harden. What candy was used to lure Elliot, E.T., into Elliot's house? What candy was used to lure E.T. into Elliot's houses? You know, they first asked M&M's, and they thought that the character was too ugly. So they declined. Thank you. We'll give it also to JC. I like to share. That's a true story. They contacted, I guess, the Mars company, if that's who had owned them at the time, M&M's. They thought he was too ugly. They're crazy. Reese's sales did shoot up after that, I believe. JC gets it too. Oh. We have a doubleheader coming up, Montreal at New York Mets. That'll be for tomorrow in the morning. Wow. Nick Andrews starts the first game, and guess who starts the second game? Nolan. Oh, yeah. Woo, Nolan Ryan. We are just taking a little break here in the middle of the 7th. We'll be back in just a few minutes, folks. Just trying to let that percolate. It is a pretty interesting ball game, a 5-2 ball game. Dodgers scored 5 runs in the top of the first, 2 of them unearned. Wolf Lemaster, he finished the inning, and then Boughton came in. He's held the Dodgers scoreless since. Houston did get 2 runs in the bottom of the 4th. That's where it is. 5-2 ball game. Oh. Stand by, people. Stand by, please. It'll be Houston batting in the bottom of the 7th when we come back. Jack Billingham is warming in the Houston bullpen. The Dodger bullpen quiet all day. Hey everybody, Jeffrey Guterman again. Studio B it is, and we're setting out to continue this ball game. Sutton really has been good. He's allowed 2 runs in 6 innings. I mean, I guess good enough. That 5-run first. It'll be Bleffery, Rader, and Mankey in the bottom of the 7th for Houston. Boughton has pitched 6 scoreless. That's a story here in and of itself. And leading it off, here it is, Kurt Bleffery, left-handed hitter. Here's Sutton now. Bleffery is 0 for 2. The windup and the pitch from Sutton. That's 5-10, left-handed. That's a ballpark. It's hit well. Oh my! By the left fielder. That's a ballpark down. And it is a liner to second, caught by Sizemore. A very nice catch. It was a 5-10 left hand. Wait a minute. Yeah, it was a 5-10 left-handed. There it is. Ballpark hit, and it was caught. So we have one away, and here's Doug Rader now. Okay, Rader singled and knocked Miller home from third with a sacrifice fly. Here's the pitch from Sutton. That is 110 right-handed. Chops it to second. Again, it's Sizemore. To Pretty Boy Parker, 2 down. Nice if we can get maybe a question at the end here or something. We'll see. Here's Mankey now. Bowden will surely come out again for his 7th inning of relief if Mankey is retired, and then some. Here's the pitch from Sutton. That's going to be 4-11 right-handed. Fly ball right. That's a can of corn for Costco. And he makes the catch. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Sutton. And we've gone 7. It's a 5-2 ball game. So Sutton, who's had trouble all year long, you can see he won 17 real world. He's only won 8 this year. And that is a lot of what's wrong with the Dodgers this year. But he was 17 and 18 in real world, still 17 and 18. And he's pitching very good baseball. Here's the Jim Boughton now. This will be his 7th inning of relief. He hit twice. He'll face the meat of the order, or soy. And here's Mota to lead it off. It'll be Mota, Davis, and Parker. Mota steps in the box. Here's Boughton. The windup and the pitch. The hat still comes off. There it is. Not always, but it's still occasionally. 5-8. He walked him. Mota is on. As I said, Billingham is warming. We're in the Astrodome. Boughton will work from the stretch here. Davis 1 for 3. The pitch from Boughton. That is 5-5 right-handed. Struck him out. Number 9 in 7 1/3 innings. And here comes Pretty Boy. Oh, not Pretty Boy. Oh shit. We gotta look at that. Oh yeah, he struck him out. We thought we missed that. Yeah, he struck him out left-handed. There it was, 5-5. Here's Parker now. 2 outs, nobody on. Parker 1 for 3. Moda, short lead off first, 1 down. Boughton. And that's a 2-7. If I'm reading that one right, left-handed struck him out. Number 10 for Boughton. Look at him work today. Lord. I have a mind to frickin' let him hit in the bottom of the 8th. I won't. Here's Andrew Costco now. 0 for 3, struck out twice once by Boughton, once by LeMaster in that 5-run first. It's 2 outs. Moda on first, top of the 8th here. Dodgers batting. They lead at 5-2. Here's Boughton now from the stretch now. And the pitch now. There it is. 1-8 right-handed. Popped it up to short. And it's Mankey to make the catch. And the side has retired. A great, great performance. And a great hand for Jim Boughton, as they knowledgeable fans know that they'll have a hitter for him. He takes his hat off himself and waves it to the crowd. A great performance by Jim Boughton. Seven runs, 2 hits, a walk, 10 strikeouts, no runs for Jim Boughton. It will be, as I said, Billingham next inning. There's going to be a hitter for Boughton here in the bottom of the 8th. And we're so glad to have you here on the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. I'm pretty freaked out a little bit, but I'll be all right. I came to a conclusion late this morning, early this afternoon, as I'm lying in bed, and one of them was, I'm not aging well. I'm not aging gracefully. These are not very golden years. Anyway, JC notes he loved ball 4. Mr. Boughton was kind enough to respond to an email I sent him regarding the book several years before his passing. Isn't that kind? You want to tell us anything about the content of that exchange, JC? We're heading to the bottom of the 8th. There's going to be Edwards, and then I think there's going to be a pinch hitter. And Morgan. And you know, anything can happen, folks. Kathy Harden for the Dodgers. We have a Rhodes Scholar who is for the Stros. And this game is in the Astrodome. I used to dislike the Astrodome. So big, so artificial. Okay, just so, the banality, And they play outside now, I think, the new park. But that's very nice, JC. Yeah, I think that's very cool. If any of you haven't seen it yet, I think it's on YouTube. It's or Twitter, X, formerly Twitter. Keith Hernandez, a very nice statement. On social media about being elected and inducted into the Strat-O-Matic Hall of Fame. You know, I think he's a worthy person. You say, why? Just because he's a baseball player? Damn right. But not only that, he really likes Strat-O-Matic. It's genuine, and he says he still plays it occasionally. Good for him. Real nice guy. I could play it for you here. JC notes that the book he's talking about, Ball 4, presented the players as real people with flaws. He responded that he hated the way ball players were held above and aloof from the public, and it led to unrealistic expectations on them. Now, that's nice, JC. So it was basically a very complimentary email, and what did he have to say when he came back? Would you like me to play that, Joel Horland? You want to see Keith? Oops. Okay. We are heading to the bottom of the eighth, folks, as you can see. And I'm enjoying the ball game, but we're going to take a look. It's very brief. It's about 2 minutes, two and a half minutes or so. And I think it's a terrific thing to take a look at. And I think it's safe, too, in terms of the... Where the hell is it? Okay, I'll have to look on X. That's really a shame if they only do it on X, even though I like X. Bear with me, please. I just watched the damn thing. Here we go. Here it is. Let's pull up Keith here, who speaks for 2 minutes and 54 seconds. We're going to bring this in for you. We are a relatively low budget program here. And he looks pretty good, you know. Here's Keith Hernandez now. Oops, hold on. I tell you, really low budget. Shit, yeah, we have nothing to hide here. Shit. Nothing to hide. And here it is.
Well, everybody, I am absolutely thrilled that I have been elected into the Strat-O-Matic Hall of Fame. Little did I realize when I was a young boy getting my Street and Smith Baseball yearly magazine as a kid that had all the teams and all the rosters, and I'd go through it and then go in the back where all the all-time career stats for home runs, ERAs, hits, etc. were, and lo and behold, I saw my first Strat-O-Matic ad for the game with the pitcher winding up as the visual, and that's what got me interested very much in Strat-O-Matic. And now I'm in the Hall of Fame of Strat-O-Matic, so I'm very honored by this election, and it's a big thrill for me. And so I'm a Strat-O-Matic fan, as you well know. My most famous story with Strat-O-Matic, of course, I think anybody that has followed me knows, is that in 1971 was my senior year. In the summer I was drafted, and I played the 1970 season National League, all the teams, and I had to make my own schedule and made my own lineups back then. It's not what we have today with all the computerized stuff, which is just phenomenal if you really want to recreate a season. But anyway, I played 127 games, 128 games, all the National League teams. And I had to go off to spring training, my first spring training, and I hid my Strat-O-Matic game in my suitcase. And I wanted to play the season out. And so I flew all the way from San Francisco to Tampa, then got to my motel room in St. Petersburg, and eagerly opened up my luggage bag and my suitcase and went searching for my game in the bottom of all my clothes, and lo and behold, it wasn't there. My father sniffed me out, and I called home, collect, and on a payphone, and he said, no, you need to concentrate on playing baseball. Strat-O-Matic can wait. So that's my funny story. And I'm sure a lot of people have heard that story, but for those of you that haven't, there you go. So anyway, I am thrilled to be a part of the Strat-O-Matic Hall of Fame. I'm a big fan to this day, and play whenever I can. Enjoy playing the old teams, and by the schedule, and by the starting pitchers, which is, everything is terrific. So anyway, I'll let you go, and here's the Strat-O-Matic. You go.
Yeah, Joel, me too. Me too. I love his sincerity and his really terrific. And the reason why is that he really is into Strat-O-Matic. It's not a joke. It's not like he has to, it's like almost like you or me, except we're not Keith Hernandez. And that was a lot of fun. Well, I think, JC, it's quite an endorsement. I really do think that is. I think Glavine, the pitcher from Atlanta from our generation, was and or is a player. They had an incredible 50th anniversary meeting or convention, and it used to be on YouTube. Not anymore. I can't find it. And I think he was there, Glavine. Anyway, Keith Hernandez. Well, we are heading to the bottom of the 8th here, and it's been all Don Sutton with a 7-inning stint by Bowden. Ken Singleton, really? That was beautiful, Bowden. You know that? Win or lose. Ken Singleton, wow. Ken Singleton is still alive. I think it's kind of too bad that the Mets didn't keep him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I wonder, did he hit before some really good hitters? You know what I'm saying? But did he develop even more? Obviously, had some real good seasons, I think. Ken Singleton. I remember when he came up, really. And it says it right here, 1970 with the Mets, then 71, then he was traded. And he became an absolute full-time player and a great player for many years. Holy shit, many freaking years. Ended up with 2,029 hits and 246 homers. Had some real, I remember some years he hit 302 in 73. He had great numbers. He had 24. Oh, that's quite a season. Shit, you're right, 79 for the Orioles. My Lord. He is a 295 hitter with 35 home runs. And 111 knocked in and throw in 109 walks. I heard about Dykstra had a stroke. Dykstra plays. Even Ripken. JC is noting this, and of course the litany of broadcasters who cut their teeth on Strat-O-Matic, Costas, and John Miller. And yeah, I think that's really cool stuff. Sutton has pitched 7 innings. He's allowed 2 runs. Been a very good game for him thus far. It's going to be Edwards leading it off. Then there will be a hitter. Here's Johnny Edwards, left-handed hitter facing Sutton now. All right, Sutton is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Johnny Edwards. There it is, 4-11, left-handed. And that is a liner to second, caught by Sizemore. 1 down. Now there's going to be a hitter. Hitter for Boughton. I told you, Billingham. Will come in. He will come in now. Let's see who's Houston is bringing in here. They're trying to get somebody in here, folks. Bear with me, please. Well, I'm not gonna try to be fancy here, folks. I'm gonna go with my man, and he's carded, this guy, Bob Watson. I can tell you this without even frickin' looking, that I'm going with Bob Watson, and he was a sort of a really consistent ball player, wasn't he? Bob Watson is going to come out to hit. I believe he is a right-handed hitter. I said, Watson, grab a bat, is what the manager says. The youngster, and you remember him all through the 70s. Well, this is his 69 year. Oh, thank you, JC. Thank you. That's very kind, JC. Oh, I'll tell you another guy, and he seemed like such a nice guy because he was doing, the guy, and don't laugh when I tell you this. Hold on. He seemed like such a real person, like a guy you would just be, is he done already? Yeah, here he is, Drew Carey. believe it or not, was doing one of these things on YouTube where there's two people on the screen. And he was playing. And he was playing computerized. And whoever had set it up had it very well. And what impressed the hell out of me was how he wasn't trying to impress anybody, and he was just like being like a guy, you know what I mean, that you're hanging out with, playing a game. And I saw that on YouTube. I think if you Google it, maybe you'll be able to find it. Eddie Vedder. Oh, as a kid, I heard about that, Joel Orland. Here's Watson with one out, Kathy Harden. And Watson at the plate. And you know, Kathy, that Sutton has gone all the way. Oh, shit. They're only 3 down. Eddie Vedder. Who else? Here's Sutton now. Oh, Christ. The wind-up and the pitch to Watson. There it is. Oh, 1-5. And he hit him. Oh, in the buttocks. The side of the buttocks. There on his left, I guess his left cheek, if you will, but more sort of like somewhere between the buttocks and the thigh, he said. I thought, you know, when I got my 71 cards, the first year Super Advanced came out, based on 71. And I sort of hit by pitch. I said, you know, this is awesome. It's awesome that they get to have some of that. So Watson's on first with 1 out. That's not a good thing there for Sutton. And here's Morgan, 1 for 3. Now you remember he made the error in the first, which contributed to two unearned runs. And Morgan, left-handed hitter, steps in. Well, you want to know where he was hit. I don't think that's a bad place. You're just glad it wasn't any lower. You know what I'm saying? You know, meaning it's going to harm his leg muscles. You know, it barely hit his leg. It's more like the hip area. That's what I should say it is. It's like the hip, buttocks area. Sort of a confluence. Because he turned away from it. He tried to turn away from it. And in doing so, he twisted his body, I guess from your perspective, if you're looking from the pitcher, counterclockwise. If you're looking at him, he's a right-handed hitter. Yeah, right in there, Joe, I'm sorry, Joe, JC. So here's Morgan now with 1 out and Watson on first, and Sutton from the stretch. Right in there. Here's the pitch from Sutton to Morgan now. That's 311 right-handed. It's hit deep by Morgan. Oh, it's gone. Oh, wait a minute, it's a ballpark. Oh, Lord Christ, it's a ballpark. It's a 15. He's left-handed. Whoa, it's caught. Oh, a beautiful catch by Andrew Costco. And Watson will hold. Oh, he runs back, Watson, with that very sore area. That was too bad, Rhodes Scholar. Morgan hit that pretty damn well, but it's the Astrodome, folks. Look at this frickin' shit. Home run 1-3 for left and right-handers. He's a left-hander. That's right field B on the 15. Ballpark effect. And it's going to be Jesus. Jesus coming up now. Jesus 0 for 3. From the stretch, Sutton. And the pitch. Oh, 2-7 right-handed. Oh, not good enough. A fly to center for Davis. And the side is retired. Whoops. No runs, no hits. The hit by pitch. We've gone 8. It's 5-2 ball game. A better ball game than it might look like on paper, but maybe not. And now the Astros will have their third pitcher, Jack Billingham. Jack Billingham coming in. On the mound, taking his warm-ups now. Oh, Lord. Okay, Billingham is ready. It will be Sudakis, Sizemore, and Torborg here, top of the ninth. If you're looking ahead, with the Astros right now down by 3, it's the heart of the order, Wynn, Miller, and Blefrey. All right, Billingham. Be nice if he can just pitch a quiet, scoreless inning. Here's Sudakis to lead it off. He is a switch hitter, batting left against Billingham. Here's the pitch from Billingham. That's 4-8. Switch hitter batting left. He struck him out. That's 1 down. That's actually the 13th strikeout by Houston pitching today. Houston pitching after the first inning has been awesome. It was actually Boughton, okay? And now Billingham adds a strikeout. Here's Sizemore now. That's what I'm saying. It's a tale of 1 inning, this game. That 5-run first by the Dodgers, including 2 unearned due to the error by Morgan. Here's the pitch to Sizemore now. That's 4-5 right-handed. That's a ballpark. And again, it's going to be caught by the left fielder, Jesus. I can tell you that without frickin' looking now. That is a 4-5 right-handed ballpark blast to left. Okay, if that isn't a ballpark, I don't know what is a ballpark effect. And I'll tell you, it's a long ways out there in Houston. And it is a fly ball. Out to Jesus. Now here's Torborg now. We have next a doubleheader tomorrow morning. My plan would be to try to I don't know. My plan could be anything. Play it in the morning, take a break, come back. I don't know. I play it all in the morning with a break, 15-minute break, something like that. It would be Sunday, 1969 Mets morning. A 1969 Mets Sunday morning. Okay, Torborg with 2 outs. Here's Billingham now. A lot of people have interest in the Mets. Here's the pitch to Torborg. These 69 Mets. 4-7 right-handed. Base hit by Torborg. His first of the game. And now everybody has a hit. Oh, except Costco. So it's Torborg on first, 2 down. And here's Sutton coming up. He's 0 for 3. We'll take a little break after this half inning. We'll review the standings, the leaders in wins and homers. We'll do the other things, and then we'll finish up the ball game. It's 2 outs, Torborg on first, Billingham. From the stretch, the pitch to Sutton. 1-5, and he struck him out. And that will retire the side. That's 14 strikeouts thrown by Astros pitching today. We've gone 8.5. This game ain't over. It's 5-2. Dodgers with the heart of the order coming up, and Don Sutton has gone all the frickin' way. And now we will take a little break here and take a look at our standings. So the closest race in our replay here, 69 replay, is the NL East, and the Cards are only 3.5 out, so they're hanging in there. They fell 4.5 out, and but they are hanging in there. The Cubs and the Mets are tied for third, 11 out, and Philadelphia is finally moving on Montreal. They've been in last all year, Philly, but they're moving. In the NL West, and by the way, the Mets and their performance in a replay through Strat-O-Matic is a long discussion if you want to go there. I don't think now is, I've talked about it many times. I say that it's a classic example of not so great on paper, maybe just okay on paper, and they did everything right, you know, including postseason. I mean, everything went their way, right down to shoe polish. But if this were how they were doing in real world in an alternate history, 3 games over 500 in September, you'd say this was the best team they ever had. Easily. 68 was incrementally better than any other year. 67 was still bad. As you can see in the West, the Giants are 5 games out. They've won 4 in a row. Houston has won 6 in a row. Look at them, how well they're doing. They're 5 frickin' games over 500. In real world, this was their first year where they played 500 baseball, or better, I guess you could say. They were 81 and 81, which represented a significant improvement in the team, like the Mets. Dodgers have really been having troubles all year, but they are finally coming back. They have, I'm sorry, they've lost 4 in a row, but they before that they were coming back. And as you would expect, the Padres have 20 games left even if they play 500 baseball, they'll lose 101 games, or 101 games, I guess. That sounds about right. In the American League, Baltimore has already clinched. Boston has moved up on Detroit, which is nice. I think they now have a half-game lead, Boston. Let me see if they've even played this. Yeah, they have played. They obviously, I think they won. Yeah, they won their last game. So they're in sole possession of second. That's a big deal. Senators are holding their own. This was their one and only winning season, the expansion 1961 Senators. And they left after 71. Yanks are now 6 games under. They're on the mend, but you know they had a real tough spring and early summer. They have come back. Now they're only 6 under 500. Cleveland is just abysmal. They're going to lose 100. So is Kansas City, probably Seattle too. White Sox are not a good team this year. Look at them. Angels have disappointed, me at least. Oakland is the proverbial second-place team in the West, but Minnesota, look at them. They're about to win their 100th game, and they have a shot at winning 110 ball games. So does Baltimore, of course. I highly doubt either will even come close to the record. What is the record? 116? Or is it 118? Was it Seattle one year? Looking at our leaders, let's go back to the NL. Stretch McCovey leads with 46 home runs. He had 45 in real world. Bonds, his teammate, is second with 35. Willie Stargell with 44. Aaron underperforming, 34. Tolan overperforming with 28, and the Toy Cannon with 27. Juan Marichal leads Major League Baseball with 24 wins. Oh, thank you, Rhodes Scholar. I thank so much for Rhodes Scholar. Thank you, everybody. Necro is a 20-game winner for Atlanta. Hands is 119, Claude is 119, Gaylord with 18, Reed with 18, and Doc Ellis with 18. If you want to, what I like to do is I like to look. I used to have more, but I cut them off. But we could say look at Necro and Reed. Reed is on the verge of winning 20 games. They would have 2 20-game winners. And Perry, I think if he gets a couple starts, has a shot at 20. As you see, Pittsburgh, Ellis is the only 18-game winner because they have they must have about 5 fairly solid starters. And of course, Seaver is not there. In the American League, in home runs, Hot Dog Jackson leads Major League Baseball with 52 home runs. The big man, Frank Howard, is 3 behind with 49. Harmon with 44. He had 49 real world, Harmon. Karl with 42. And I think Kathy Harden has suffered through most of them. I believe he had 40 real worlds. Willie Horton with 39. He's overperforming. And Rico with 38. I don't know how many he had off the top of my head. You can see John Powell with 36. Mike Epstein, 34. He's hit his share. Tony has 32, and Frank has 31. And as far as wins go, it's working out just about right. The Orioles already have 2 frickin' 20-game winners. Boswell and Perry. You see that? Boswell with 20 already. I think he had 20 real world. Perry, 18. And Cott, 17. So, and there's Palmer with 16. Palmer has, I don't think he has a chance of hitting 20. Andrew is there, Hunter and Odom. Lolich just won his 15th, I believe. And it has not even been put in yet. Wait a minute. He won his 16th. I put it in, not now, I put it in when I enter the games in the standings. Home runs I do real time. And we're going to head back to the ball game in a minute. It's 5-2 Dodgers. Yeah, Palmer was injured, Joel, and it happened already. It was like in early summer or something, I'm just estimating. Because we follow the exact lineups and starting pitchers. And we also use relievers that were used in real world as a guideline, not required. That way we don't overuse. Or at least that's one redundancy to stop from overuse. So he was missed. And we're going to head in just a moment to the bottom of the ninth. You never know what's going to happen here. It's Jeffrey Guterman, and I'm in Studio B. It's been an enjoyable ball game as far as I'm concerned. It is 1,688th game out of 1,944. It was played September 10 in our 1969 Strat-O-Matic Card and Dice Fantasy Baseball game replay. And it's the first of a 2. And Dodgers got a 5-run first off LeMaster, knocked him to hell, aided by an error by Morgan. And here's the last licks, last chance for the Astros. It's going to be the toy cannon, Norman Miller, and Blefary. Miller and Blefary left-handed hitters. Sutton has gone all the frickin' way today. He's gone all the way. 2 runs in 8 innings. He's allowed 3 hits total. Walked 1. Here's Sutton. He's ready. Win is in the box. Here's the windup and the pitch to Jimmy Wynn. That's going to be 2-5 right-handed, and that's going to be a base hit. To right. There's no clutch situation. So Wynn on first. That's a start. Rhodes Scholar, that's a start. He's a 1-12 being held. And that's a strike to Norman Miller. A called strike one from Sutton. Sutton working from the stretch now. With left-handed hitter Norman Miller. Miller doubled and scored. He's 1 for 3. Sutton now. And that's a swinging strike by Miller. 1-2 on Norman Miller here. Oh, the tension. Blefary on deck. He's 0 for 3. And that's outside for a ball. So it's a 2-2 count on Norman Miller with Wynn on first, no outs. Can you imagine if Strat-O-Matic had balls and strikes? That would be ridiculous. You know, my friend had a game when we played, when we were like 12, 13. He had another game called Sports Illustrated Baseball. Same, it could be a simulation, dice, but it was different, and it had balls and strikes. I said, that sucks. He wanted to play it with me. I said, okay. I think I played it once. It sucked. Okay, Norman now with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Here's Sutton from the stretch. Wynn with a leadoff first. There it is, 4-8 left-handed, grounds to second. Sizemore throws to second to get Wynn. So it's 1 out and Miller is on first. Some idiots were clapping there, but that's not great. It's an out. Unless you have a better runner. Here's Kurt Blefary. Just kidding, folks. I'm so cynical and jaded these days. You know that? Really. Blefary at the plate with Miller on first. Miller's got speed. Jeez. There's a swing and strike by Blefary. 0-1. Now Sutton now. And the pitch to Blefary. Oh, Kurt, 5-8, left-handed, fly ball center for Davis. Can of corn. Don Sutton, 1 out away, has very quietly pitched super baseball here today. And here's the Red Robin, Doug Rader. Two outs. Bottom of the ninth. It's Miller on first. Astros down by 3. Here's Sutton now. The pitch to Rader. That's 1-6 right-handed. Oh, it's a base hit. It gets past Sudakas. Oh, and the excruciating goes on. This game goes on. And Mankey is the tying run at the plate. Holy cow. One more hitter walk. Sutton has reached fatigue. The bullpen is quiet. No one is pitching in the bullpen for the Dodgers. And Mankey has some power. He's in power. Okay, Sutton now. First and second, 2 down. Here's the pitch to Mankey. It's the whole freaking game. 5-8 right-handed, and he struck him out. And the ball game is over. And he ended it in great fashion. And that's too bad. I like Mankey. The final here is Los Angeles Dodgers 5. And they had nothing after that from Houston pitching. Houston 2, the tail of one inning. Back in a couple minutes with the wrap-up. Hey everybody, Jeffrey Guterman here, nice and cozy in Studio B. I'm in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and we had a pretty good ball game this afternoon. It was Dodgers 5, Houston 2, and it was a first inning killer, as JC has noted. And Sutton went all the way, 2 runs. Allowed only 5 hits. Lemaster got hit. It was Morgan's error that set that up also, 2 of those runs. Boughton came in, 7 scoreless innings. Billingham pitched the 9th. It was 14 strikeouts in total by the Astros. Final line, Dodgers 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Houston 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. Look out, Met fans, playing... I believe Montreal for a doubleheader. At Shea. And that's going to be Flushing Meadows Park in New York. And I'll be here in Studio B providing the coverage remotely. I want to thank all of you for hanging out with me here. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. If any of you have anything else you want to say, that's fine with me. I'm going to go have some chicken, some rice, possibly Doritos. We're also looking at Mike and Ike's and Whoppers. Frozen frickin' Frozen frickin' Whoppers. And we want to thank Keith Hernandez for keeping it real. Who would have thought? You know that he played. Let's just take the year 72. Over 50 years ago is when he started. Now, if you take someone, say, in the 1950s, go back in time to the 50s, that's like someone from the 1910s. 50 years in the 60s. You could have been watching, he's an old timer. He's a real old timer. I don't know how old he is, but he's got to be about 74, something like that. Looks pretty good for 74. He is, wow, he's 70. Or I should say he's going to be 70. Whoa, he's only 5 years older than me. Yeah, he's 69. He's going to be 70. So I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. I want to encourage everybody to stay strong, stay well. And I will surely catch you next time. Remember, doubleheader tomorrow morning. I don't know if I'll go through the whole thing. I'm going to try to just calm myself, eat some chicken, and not take anything. Just try to relax and chill and not think of deep existential shit, which gets me depressed and anxious. So have a good night, everybody.